Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Ben Davison. Ben Davison, the trainer of Anthony Joshua, wants Oleksandr Usyk, not Tyson Fury, for his opponent. Ben Davison would prefer Anthony Joshua to enter a third fight with Usyk over a first one with Tyson Fury. Under Davidson's tutelage, following an impressive stoppages over Otto Wallin and Francis Ngannou, opponents Fury struggled with, Joshua has returned to contention to fight for a world heavyweight title, having agreed to box the winner of this year's undisputed title between Usyk and Fury. Davison was similarly influential in Fury's return as he dropped massive amounts of weight. He was his best friend, he was his mentor, and he lost a lot of weight. Now, Fury at 35, a year older than Joshua, continues to speak positively about Davidson's qualities. It is also tempted to believe that Joshua partly wanted to be trained by him because he already had a future date with Fury in mind. Davison, however, having enhanced his reputation with Fury and Joshua more than any other fighter, believes that after having helped Joshua rediscover his confidence, he didn't go as far as to say he wanted Usyk to beat Fury. It is a fight with Usyk, 2 victories over Joshua, he would relish the most. And he said, "That's the fight that we'd love to do," the trainer said. "We'd love to get a chance to help Joshua set that right. I don't know if it's also the fight Joshua wants most. I don't think he's fused. I think he's a boxer. He gets matched and he's happy to kick some ass either way. We're miles away from it at the minute because Tyson's got the Usyk fight, potentially a rematch. So yeah, we're still steps away from that. We'll see how I feel about preparing Joshua for Fury." Okay? And he said, "When the time comes around, if the time comes around, we'll see. This obstacle is in the way for that fight to even be made. To be honest, I still feel like I haven't managed to recover since that Joshua and Ngannou fight. So I haven't thought about it." Those are the words of Ben Davison, and let me counterpunch. Ben Davison might not have said, "I want Usyk to beat Fury," but the way it's going about, I think that if his problems will be solved if Usyk beats Tyson Fury anyway. Right? See, we may not even have this complication. That's all it is. And it's a conflict of interest between Ben Davison, Tyson Fury, and Anthony Joshua. You were a friend of Tyson Fury. I mean, they were more than just, old trainer or whatever. And I know trainers and fighters, they get close. But I think it was different with Ben Davison. Ben Davison had to put up with all of Tyson Fury's dad's shit talk and scolding and ridicule, that he's not a real trainer. He's nothing but just talking about the man bad. Okay. Like he didn't have the credentials and all that. He had to put up with all that stuff and still maintain, the consistency of helping Tyson Fury do what he did in December and on top of Safari and Pianetta in 2018. So he had 3 fights in 18 with Tyson Fury, and he had to hear about this stuff from John. So that being said, there's a bond there, even though they fell out a year later after he fought Otto Wallin because Tyson Fury wanted to bring Sugar Hill Stewart in, which he did. He brought in the Crunk style, and Ben Davison didn't agree with that, and they fell out, and they went each separate ways. But I don't think it was Tyson that fired him. No, Ben decided to leave because he wasn't the main guy calling the shots, which is expected. So a lot went down, but I don't think it affected the relationship to that degree. Okay. And then fighting Josh and training Joshua his rival, his friend's rival, is complicated. So yeah, you put Ben Davison in a debacle with that shit. You know what I mean? And it makes sense. So yeah, I would rather fight like him saying, yeah, I would rather train him for uh Usyk than Tyson Fury. Of course you would. Why would you want to bring yourself in between two people that you train? You know, this ain't as difficult as someone like Andre Rozier that had Deverenchenko and Danny Jacobs. You know what I mean? And then, of course, Deverenchenko had to go somewhere else because he was closer to Danny. It ain't that bad, but still, it's still complicated. It doesn't change the fact of this situation being kind of confusing. But the question you ask yourself is, though, because we've heard Ben Davison say before, like, hey, yeah, I think Joshua in a third fight with Usyk could win. Well, Joshua is goal oriented. Why would he care if Tyson Fury beats Usyk? Why would you want to fight Usyk anyway? Usyk has nothing at that point. If he loses both belts and he gets beaten both back to back or one time really, really bad, why would Ben Davison want to train Joshua to fight Usyk? Better yet, why would Joshua want to fight Usyk if Usyk has nothing to offer? Counterpunch. I mean, this whole thing is like, hey, it's just wishful thinking to me. Like, hey, I would want to do this. And I think deep down, Ben Davison really wants Tyson Fury to lose, so he has to worry about all this other stuff because he knows Joshua is just going for the belt. Okay, we already know that the Danny Dubois and Ergovic deal, which is a video that I'm doing real soon today, is coming into the mix or coming in instead of Joshua getting that bid. Danny Dubois might get that bid. So that may be something or a route they can't take because of that reason. However, with Anthony Joshua and Ben Davison, I think Ben Davison should respect the person that he trains now, which is Anthony Joshua. They have a good relationship. One relationship shouldn't have anything to do with the other. You know what I mean? Seriously. It ain't like Floyd, Money Mayweather Jr. and Floyd Sr., when Oscar De La Hoya wanted to bring him aboard and train him for his son, he wouldn't do it. It ain't that serious, I don't think. So I think really Ben Davison at some point knows if Tyson beats, if Tyson beats Oleksandr Usyk, if he beats him, then I think Ben should prepare himself for Anthony Joshua, to train Anthony Joshua the right way against Tyson Fury. And he would be the one to do it realistically because he knows the flaws and the things that Tyson Fury does. Matter of fact, in case about 3 years ago, he let some stuff out of the bag that I don't feel that he should have done. Like he resets every 2 or 3 seconds. Like hearing stuff like that could help a whole lot in fighting and preparing for someone like Tyson Fury. So I think at some point he needs to make a decision. Now, if he dropped out, a lot of people are going to blame Ben Davison, for that. And then if you think about it, well, I think Ben Davison at that point, being friends or not, you should remember business-wise, like, look, your job is to train the fighter that you currently train, not the fighter that you used to be with, because the fighter you used to be with decided to go with somebody else, and his name is Javen Sugar Hill. So he may need to recall some stuff that happened back in 2019, people. That's what he may need to do. So I think Ben, wanting this wishful a path for Joshua to fight Usyk again, that only matters if Usyk beats Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Ben Davison preferring Usyk or to prefer Anthony Joshua to train for Usyk instead of Tyson, the Gypsy King, his friend. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!